Lori, with decades of experience, Captain Patterson says he knows things can go south during a call out at any minute. Unfortunately, that's exactly what happened right here near Colton Park last Thursday. He says it was both unexpected and unforgettable. After just finishing a shift as the nightside supervisor, Robert L. Patterson, still in his marked vehicle and uniform, was flagged down at this intersection for an unconscious man.
Put him in basically like a recovery position, open their eyes. It's tough.
What happened next to the 25-year Lancaster EMS captain was a solemn first.
When I went to put the ball socks out, he grabbed me above his throat. And then pulled me down to the ground and was chokeholding me. I thought I was going to die.
A struggle he was faced with alone.
Kind of pushed his face, trying to get out.
As a shift supervisor, Patterson does not have a partner like an EMT or paramedic would. Luckily, someone who saw the attack on South Water Street eventually helped him break free.
The hardest part is my daughter. Calling her, telling her I couldn't take her to school. That's the hardest part of this. Could have been my last. And she had to go to school knowing their dad was in the hospital injured.
With injuries to his neck and knees, Patterson is still carrying his broken badge
Ripped the hole.
as a stark reminder of what happened.
We come into this job to help people. And there are situations that, just like police, we know the risk. That doesn't stop me. This isn't going to stop me. And I've sat in the ER with other co-workers that have been assaulted.
He's talking about Melanie Kempf. She was also attacked in 2022 by a violent patient. She told me about the incident in an interview last year.
Something I never thought I'd have to endure.
The paramedic that responded, I took care of her during her event, and she took care of me. So there is a bond that we have. Here's two EMS providers. In 4 years, almost lost her life.
Patterson's patient on Thursday, an accused attacker, is Rashawn Sly, according to charging documents.
I don't need the PR. I just don't want to see someone else go through this.
Police arrested Sly and charged him with aggravated assault and also public drunkenness, among other things. Now, as for Captain Patterson, you could see he was visibly upset and emotional, and he did tell me that he just wants to see change for first responders just like him. He says he would like to see EMTs and paramedics with body-worn cameras, and also legislation that would allow them to carry things like mace to protect themselves just in case a situation like this ever happens again. In Lancaster, Sarah Metz, WGAL News 8.